Prepare to join this filthy orb in oblivion! Ah! Impossible! This blast is...
What is good, everybody? It is your boy Super Saiyan Cab back with another Xenoverse discussion video for you guys today. As you see, I did not say Xenoverse 2 discussion. No. We're talking about the Xenoverse series in general, and a major component that has been missing from the Xenoverse series that I'm sure you guys already know what I'm going to say based off of how this video started and the title. But the major component missing is definitely beam clashes / beam struggles. These were some of the most iconic moments within the Dragon Ball series. You know, I mean, first and foremost, the first one that comes to mind is the Saiyan Saga, Kaioken Kamehameha going up against Vegeta's Gallic Gun. Like, that moment when I was a kid, it just brings back chills thinking about it, how iconic that was, how just dope that beam struggle, that beam clash between the two was. It was just so amazing and something that could bring a whole new type of hype to Xenoverse 2, a whole new type of, it would change up the gameplay a bit, if they were to add that. Not saying the core gameplay, but it would add something different to the gameplay if to be added. And I feel it would finally add some dope / epic animations that I feel Xenoverse 2 has always been lacking. The Xenoverse series in general has always been lacking. So hopefully beam clashes is something that we see implemented into the game at some point in time, whether it be in a free update or Xenoverse 3. Now, of course, it's much more likely for it to be in the next installment of the game, as opposed to an update with a feature like that is pretty much a major feature like this would be. But at the same time, like I said, man, beam struggles, it's just something that has been missing from the Xenoverse series. It would add so much to it, and at the same time, I don't feel like it would be anything that would really mess up the game or make it to where it could be like cheese or anything along those lines. Like, beam struggles would just happen when two people happen to use a Kamehameha or something along those lines at the same time, and then they could make it work in a variety of ways. For those who remember, again, the old school Dragon Ball games had beam clashes and they worked in different ways through each and every single game. It seemed like they changed it up and had it work in a multitude of different ways. There was one time where it was timing based, similar to how Super Dragon Ball Heroes is played now. For all those who actually play Super Dragon Ball Heroes since it came out in America, you guys know what I'm talking about. Basically, whoever wins that timing meter would win the beam struggle / beam clash. There was another one, I believe, where it was analog based, where you would rotate the analog, and whoever rotated it the fast enough, I believe, won. They could do one that is button mashing format, where whoever like smashes the X or A button the fastest would win the beam clash. Or they could do one which would kind of be the most skill based one, I guess you could say, the one that wouldn't just be based off mashing or anything like that, would be an input, where a certain inputs or something like that appear on the screen, and the first one to put the input in correctly would win the beam clash / beam struggle. There's a multitude of ways, again, like I said, that they could implement this into the game to where it would still be a fair mechanic and something that would just add so much to it. Like, it doesn't have to be OP or anything along those lines, but something that would add dope animations. Just like something, again, the lit / epic animation is something that has been missing from Xenoverse since the Xenoverse 1. Like, if we can have those crazy ultimates in Storm 4, I've always said, why can't we have those crazy ultimates in the Xenoverse series as well? But the beam clashes could kind of add that in for us to where we actually get some kind of dope and epic animation. And yes, the match would have to come to kind of a stop for a second, but again, in other anime games, the match comes to a stop for ultimates in general. Jump Force, if you land your ultimate, the match comes to a point where you guys just have to watch the ultimate and you cannot do anything until the animation is over. Same goes for Storm 4. So if it can be implemented into those games with animations like that, then it can definitely be implemented into the Xenoverse series. Now, again, like I said, it's much more likely to be implemented into Xenoverse 3 as opposed to Xenoverse 2. But at the same time, I know it's something that literally everybody watching this video and everybody in the Xenoverse community does want within the game at some point in time. It's something that we have wanted since Xenoverse 1 came out and it was not there. Like, yes, beams can actually like clash with each other and they'll make a quick like not even an explosion thing, they just kind of hit each other and fizz out. As you can see in a lot of these screenshots from photo mode, these are a lot of quote unquote beam clashes that we have available to us in the game as of right now. This is what a beam clash is in Xenoverse 2, and the most Dragon Ball fans would like to see it taken to another extent, make it something similar to how the old Budokai and Budokai Tenkaichi games would have it, to where it would actually go into an animation and it would be a real on beam clash and there would be one winner, one loser. Of course, the loser is taking that damage. But again, definitely something I know I would love to see implemented in this game, and I know a lot of you would love to see implemented in this game. Matter of fact, if you guys would actually like to see this within Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, be sure to comment it down below. Say that you would like to see this on Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 down below in the comments. So at this point in time, you know, at a certain point in time, this video should have like over 1,000 comments just from you guys alone, because everybody for the most part should be wanting to see this implemented in Xenoverse 2. Again, it's something that it's a big part of Dragon Ball, in my opinion. Some of my most iconic memories come from beam clashes and beam struggles in the actual show, and I know the same goes for a lot of you guys out there as well. So would definitely love to see something like this finally added to Xenoverse in Xenoverse 3. Like I said, it's much more likely, but if they were to just decide to be nice and add it in Xenoverse 2, I'm definitely down with that as well, because that means we'll definitely have it in Xenoverse 3 at the same time. But all in all, let me know your thoughts on this video down below in the comments. Stay tuned. Got a lot of other videos planned that I haven't been able to record because I haven't been home during the day these last couple of days, and that's usually when I record. And of course, when I'm home, I have all my equipment, things like that. Right now, I just have my PS4 and my laptop, which kind of limits me to what I can actually do. But again, man, let me know you guys' thoughts on this. Stay tuned for more content in the future. But till next time, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you have a good day. Peace, y'all.